Okay, this is objective 1 of the midterm. We're using the temperature sensor there to turn on and off the LED. So the temperature in the room right now is about 68 or so, 68 and a half. So as you can see, the LED is off. But then if I go here and hold it for a second, the LED just turns on there at 75. Or above 74, I should say, is how I have it coded. And then as it drops back down, it will turn off like it just did. So it's fairly simple here. It's just a temperature sensor right here, which gets power and ground, and then this green wire here goes over to my analog input, and then from there I have this other green wire here that goes over to my LED with my resistor on the other side. So there's the serial monitor. We're outputting three things: the voltage that the sensor is actually seeing, degrees in Celsius just because, and then also degrees in Fahrenheit. So we just have two integers there, the temperature and the LED pins. And then all we do is use that float value there, that float command, to take the analog reading value from the voltage of the temperature sensor and turn that into the degrees Celsius and the degrees Fahrenheit. Then we just print those three values onto the serial monitor, and we use an if-else statement to say that if it's above 74 degrees, turns the LED on, and otherwise turns it off. And it should read once every second with the delay value there. Okay, so now I'm looking at objective 2, and we're more or less the same thing as the last one, but we're using the RGB LED instead of the single color, and we're also using a push button here, and I'll talk about that in just a minute. But we're still using the temperature sensor just like last time, and what it is, it's under 75 degrees right now, so it's cyan color, and if I put my fingers on it, it should change to yellow in a second here, like it just did, and then in another second there it will change to red. There it is. So similar thing as last time. We just have the temperature sensor wired up to analog input 0. We have a red, green, and blue wire coming off digital outputs 11, 12, and 13. And then I have the button hooked up to digital input 0. So here's our serial monitor feed. It's reading 72 degrees or so right now, so it's the LED is cyan. Now the problem that I'm having is in the objective it says that it's only supposed to print the code, or the temperature to the serial monitor if the push button is pressed. I couldn't get that to work right at all. I don't really know what I did wrong. So I just got it to where it would print, and I left it there. But we'll take a look at that here in just a minute. So up here are just all of our integers for the various pins and things of that nature. We have the same thing as in the first objective, where we take the voltage input, or the voltage output, from the temperature sensor and convert that into the degrees Celsius and degrees Fahrenheit. We're not using degrees Celsius in this one, but I just left it in there. So here is the bit with the push button input to make it print to the serial monitor, and I'm, as I said, not really sure what I did wrong. But it's printing a value, so I decided to leave it there. And then down here, we just have these is if, else if, and else statement that commands the different colors to turn off and on the RGB LED, and it'll update every 1 second.